Hello BNP lovers, we are so delighted to have you again. This is your standpoint once again, and we are very, very happy to be here again so as we can share with you, and I hope everyone is all doing okay. One and all, then welcome to the standpoint once again, and I would love to welcome my guest today, Brother Japhet. Would you please maybe say hello to our viewers and tell them a bit about yourself?
Hello to everyone who is our audience. My name is Japhet Niyonkuru. Those are the names given by my parents, and I'm a singer. I'm a Christian. I'm a singer. I'm a songwriter, and also I don't know what else. There's nothing else to talk about it.
Yeah, sure.
That's my introduction.
You're welcome, man.
Thank you
it's
so
a pleasure
much.
to have you. I remember we had you back in maybe in 2021.
Yeah.
2022,
That was
sorry.
2022.
Yeah, sure. So it's always a pleasure to have you in this place.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I can also, send my greetings to Kelly, whom we are together in the studio as well. She's my co-host. Maybe she can also say hello to our viewers.
Hello, Patrick. Hello, dear viewers. Welcome.
Okay, that's amazing. So let us get to the topic of the day. Today we're talking about, gospel music. Does gospel music pay? Because, I do believe, though I don't have, clear statistics here today, I do believe that we have more singers who are in secular production than those who are in the gospel industry. Like if we have, for example, if you have a thousand of secular musicians, we have like 100 only of gospel music singer. That's what I'm just trying to guess. I'm not really sure about the statistics. Any study have not been made yet, so I just wonder. So can you maybe say something about that? Do you think secular music are more than those who are in gospel industry?
What you mean more? What you mean more? What you
Numbers.
Numbers.
Yeah, sure.
Numbers of people who do what?
Sing.
Sing.
Yes, of course.
Also
play music.
According to my understanding or my statistic, what I see is that secular music are the ones who are seen on the screen, on the ground of Burundi. They look like they're the ones who are working harder. They look like the ones who are like giving things, who are like producing songs, who are like having some different places to perform, but it doesn't mean they are a big number.
Sure.
Gospel got many singers.
Really?
But they're not seen on the ground.
Okay.
Because the church, the doctrine of the church doesn't allow them to go on the screen.
Okay. Thank you for the input, Kelly. What do you think about the question? Do you think secular music are more than gospel musicians?
Obviously, it's evident. Secular music is more appreciated, by many persons, more than gospel music. So then even gospel singers, Beyonce started as a gospel singer. Whitney Houston was a gospel singer. They become secular singer after because producers want secular songs. I don't know why. You don't prosper when you sing gospel songs.
Did you ask that question in the universe statistic, or did you ask?
I just focused myself in Burundi.
In Burundi.
Okay. Yes.
Burundi.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, let's go straight away to the core of the topic.
Okay.
The gist of it is money. Does gospel music pay?
That's another point. What do you mean pay? Because
do you get money from that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
from gospel music
Yeah, sure.
in Burundi. You guys are talking about Burundi, right?
Yeah, sure.
Kelly asked me, do I get money from music, for my gospel music? But my question is, do secular singers get money from there?
Yeah, sure.
In Burundi?
Sure.
I may say a bit, secular singers, a bit get money, a small amount of money. They may work, they might sing, they go in the studio, they get different places to perform, then they're given some amount of money. Then, I mean, they take care of themselves, outfits, or they make good videos of the songs on the TVs. But gospel singers are not seen like that. They also have, it doesn't mean they are not talented. They are talented, but the only problem is that churches that got those singers, they have doctrines, what we call doctrines. So those doctrines of the church that doesn't allow, they do not allow singers to come out and to go to the screen. That's what I can say about that. Because there's some churches that tell you, if you go there, if we see you on the screen, or no, I'm sorry, if we see you performing somewhere without our allowance, permission, we're going to punish you. We're going to kick you out. So we are not going to compare secular payment music and gospel payment music because we're not working for the same kingdom. That's what I want you to understand. Secular music, they have another point they are talking about. And gospel music, we also have another point we are talking about. So we are talking about, obviously, different topic.
Do you think church musicians or church singers or choir members or like those who are serving in the churches, like for services, sometimes they want to make it, tight, so it's people worship and then they get a mood of, I don't know how I can call it, of praising the Lord, then do you think they should get some payment?
Who pay? That's my question.
Yeah, the church.
The church pays. And who pay those who sing secular music? Who do that? Can you answer me the question?
Yeah, of course. There are people who are consuming.
To the music, those producers.
Audiences, listeners to the music. Yeah. So that's what I was going to tell you in the beginning when I was just trying to explain you. What? I'm just going to say, we are working for different kingdom.
Yeah, sure, come on.
So the kingdom we're serving is totally, I mean, how can I say? The kingdom we are serving is totally the opponent kingdom of the kingdom we are living. But those who sing secular music, their kingdom that they are serving is totally right or straight. I mean, they sing what the people need.
Want to hear.
Yeah. What they want to hear. What their kingdom needs to hear. The earth needs to hear about enjoying, doing anything relaxing, without any complex.
The flesh.
Refreshing. That was the world need to hear. But when we say the world, as people who sing, we people who sing the gospel music, we are totally different to them because we are working in another world. We are serving in another world. So if those we serve in church, when I say church, consider those people who stayed at home. They didn't attend the church. But they were supposed to be in church, but they didn't come. So, I'm saying the church in the universe, and I'm saying the secular music in the universe.
Yeah, sure, come on.
This is what we're saying, right?
Yeah, true.
I mean, those people, when they don't see if something we are doing it is valuable, there's no way people who lives in the city who don't know about our world will come to serve, to support us, to give us something.
Sure.
But those people who sing secular, those people are much well paid. They are paid because they sing what the ears of the world needs to hear.
Yeah, I see, but
because they are in our world.
This can be a bit controversial, because I do believe also the world needs to hear the message of hope, the message of love, and that's what even that was shared by the ruler of Christians. I mean, Jesus Christ. He also brought.
There is a word of God which says, "The dark and the light can't work together."
They can't work together.
They can't. So, which means they need to hear you mean these guys, these same people who want to hear secular at the same time gospel?
Not really at the same time. I mean, they need to hear the message of salvation. They need people can call them.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, of course. Like that's why sometimes I do believe you find even churches, they come up with some new inspiration, music with the melody that like refresh their feelings. Like now we see like music from mostly the United States of America, like those how do we call them? Like those Maverick cities, or from Australia, hill songs. These are beautiful songs that you can feel with some emotions. You become emotional. Like also, like, let me get back to the question. I know sometimes musicians, they take a long time, a huge time, their energy, their time rehearsing. So I do believe the church could give something. The church, because even pastors, they are not paid from the whole public, but the church can provide something. So as the musicians, yes, of course, they stay and they work hard, and they also bring things that will help the church to grow, right?
So let me say it depends on it depends on understanding of the country, or it depends on the set of the country. Let me say the country also has a contribution on that.
Come on.
When you try, you say, let's say it's on the platforms of Burundi, right? Burundi platforms. When you try to analyze Burundi music with other countries' music, they're not equal. You know why? It depends on the country. It depends on how country want their things to work out.
Okay. Well, let me ask Kelly, what do you think about it? Because as I was saying, nowadays we see even gospel music has a bit of dance, like new dance. They try to, just back in minutes, he was saying, we can't, there's a word out on the Holy Scriptures that say, you cannot mix the light and the dark. But sometimes we see like, in the mundane dance, like smelt over, dances which are not really like as we were expecting before. So what do you think about that? Is it good, or it's not really great?
Patrick, the reason behind is that people, our flesh, the body loves so much the word earth. Then people, they like secular music, but they pretend to be Christians. I can't lie to you. Secular music for the ear, it's unbelievable. It's nice. I'm a Christian too, but sometimes it sounds so good. Sometimes you hear a song and you say, my God, will I sing this? I'm a Christian. Those people, they are drinking. When you see the clip, they are drinking, they are smoking, there are girls around. But when you hear the beat, have you heard the...
What? Come on.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Let me...
No, it's okay.
Come on.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Don't judge me, please.
No, it's okay.
When you hear "Calm Down," the beat, "Calm Down." Do you know the song?
Yeah.
When
Baby, come down.
when it starts, have you heard that beat?
Yeah.
It's awesome, really. Regardless of it's a secular song. Sometimes the flesh it wins over the soul.
Yeah.
Eh? When someone is telling you about sin, about Jesus, about the Holy Spirit, the flesh doesn't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. Most of people don't want to hear about gospel. They would rather go for secular music. That's why even gospel singers, they bring those
Just imagine.
They bring that in a church.
They bring it in the church.
How come?
Some of the
Oh,
time.
they put words in.
No, not words.
Yeah.
They pretend to be singing gospel songs, but the beat, when you hear the beat,
So,
musicians, I mean, those
you
people
guys,
who play
you
music.
guys are confusing
Let me
me.
tell you
What
something.
is the difference between a beat of secular music and a beat of what you are trying to mean? It's as if no, excuse me a bit. It's as if a gospel music has to be boring. That's what you're telling me.
There are rules.
Of course.
No.
Yes, it's got to be always.
Patrick, there are rules. Please, there are
Come
rules.
on, which are they?
Guys,
Come on.
I heard a song on TikTok and Instagram, and a Jamaican pastor was singing, Jesus covered me under the blood.
Okay, I see the song. I see the song.
How do we call the music from Jamaica?
Reggae.
That's reggae.
Reggaeton.
Reggaeton.
It was on a bit of reggaeton. I said, this is not serious at all. How can you sing on a reggaeton beat?
You guys are confusing people. Do you know that people need the message of salvation from those kinds of beats?
No, we're not
Yes,
trying.
it's not about the message. It's not about the beat. It's all about the message.
We are just trying to say there are kind of beat that you can play and the church is distracted.
Not really distracted.
Because let me tell you, because they are used to it. They are used to it, not in church, out of the church.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Come on.
And there are some gospel rhythm or gospel terminologies of songs that you can bring in the karaoke. They say, what? This guy singing the gospel. This guy doesn't know. He should bring those songs that...
Entertainers.
Those songs are going to help us relaxing. But he's just trying to tell us about the story of Jesus or the story of their God. Man, you didn't come to do that. You were not supposed to do that. This is what we are trying. There are kind of music that you can play in those different areas, those two different areas. Then they say this was not appropriate to be here. That's what I just want me.
So I just wonder now, let me ask these questions. Can gospel musicians or singers live out of their career? Can we call it, I think it's a career. Some people take it as a career. They live just using that talent of music or singing because, that's what they do just in life. So how are they managing their lives without being paid?
Oh, this is where you want us to reach.
Come on.
Actually, musicians who made music job.
Yeah, sure.
Who made it a job. They work in Burundi. They work for 3 years, a limited time, a counted time, like 4 years and 5 years. That's gospel I'm talking, because there are friends of mine who have already left the country because they saw the gospel singers, let me say singers, they have been working, they earn less money, like 100,000, they use it, 200,000, they use it, after using it, and that's work, they get it like in trimester, you work twice or thrice. After you use the money, after using the money, you remain empty. Then you say, oh, this is not a job. This country doesn't provide for me money for my talent. My talent is not what I have in me. This country doesn't want what I have in me. You got me? Don't you hear me? This country doesn't want the talent which is in me. So he decides to leave the country, to go in those countries who needs what is in him.
How were they paid? There, how are they paid?
What do you mean there?
Where they went?
I have friends of mine, they quitted the country recently.
You said they were, first of all, they were paid less, like...
Not few people, a lot of people. Different denominations of the church. Pentecost, Emmanuel, Methodist, different denominations. They left musicians. Because when they ask pastor, according to pastor's understanding, they say, God will pay you. God will do this. God will work for the kingdom. Work for this. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. You see? But by the time, when they tell you this, the pastor is driving a car. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Come on.
He's driving a car.
God has
He has a
saved
nice
him.
family. He's
Wait for your turn.
You see, this is what they say. He has a nice family. I mean, he has all things, all basic or fundamental things for him to live. But you have nothing. You understand me?
This sport is unfair.
And when you come to play, let's take you want to study music somewhere. Then you are certified. After being certified, you will come and work in church. And people here, when they're listening to your songs or your music, they say, this guy is talented. Let's support him. But this support remains in their mouth. They say, let's support until he gets old. But when you look at them, they're driving. Pastors are driving. They're wearing nice suits. They're doing this. Their daughters are studying. They are studying at the expensive schools. But you're still working in church. What is the word that they keep saying? God will bless you. God will abandon. Girl is laughing at me. God will bless you. God will give you this. God will provide you for your family. God knows about your future. Don't do this, don't do this. They keep terrifying you that you can stay in the church. But the time you stay in church, you get old. So this is why musicians say, I can't keep being a slave. Let me quit. He quits. He goes. Or this is the case when you hear a musician, he plays in church at the same time at the karaoke, secular music. Because you see, with the talent, he has a talent, he's gifted. And that's the only thing that he do for a living.
Let me ask you, when they arrived to the other countries, are now satisfied with their work? Are they gaining through
Things are better.
Through gospel music?
Things are better in gospel music. I have friends of mine. Let me tell you, I'm not going there. They are calling me now. Japhet, you're misusing your talent. Japhet, you know, brother, you know English. You speak a good English. You speak better than we can. And you're also talented of playing, singing. You can be paid much more than we get.
Okay, that's great.
So, let me tell you, when they get there, they are paid for month.
It's a salary.
It's a salary. Then they are serious. They wanted, back then, they wanted to do it in their own church, their own country. It wasn't possible. They decided to quit. When they go there, they are paid for months.
So are they working for churches? Are just, performing for the church services, or they just, performing some other events? Or
some of the times they quit the
productions?
church, but they go out of the church when there is no service in church, when they have nothing.
So they are paid in churches?
They are paid in churches. I mean, the pastors of Kenya, when they are budgetizing, they put a budget of musicians.
Wow, that's awesome. She was talking about Beyonce. They were before, church singers, church musicians, but after they left because they saw maybe they are not really gaining as they were expecting, or they thought. So what do you think? Is it good to, leave, singing for the church, or, it's better to stay?
Patrick, I don't have the latitude to say anything about this. Better ask the question.
Why?
I can't say anything because it's how they earn money when they sing.
Kelly,
I don't really have
It's
the
a personal
latitude.
choice,
Before you
right?
deny, let me ask you a question. Are you single?
Yeah,
No,
of
that-
course,
Jesus.
since Sunday school.
Okay.
Yeah.
You in the choir?
But I don't sing for living. No. I sing for the Lord.
You didn't make it a job.
Yeah,
You
no.
sing for.
I have
What do you
studied
sing for?
for the Lord.
Oh!
Only for the
And
Lord.
those who are
I
paid
don't-
monthly, what are they singing
They
for?
are singing for the Lord, and they are singing for living too.
Oh.
So does the Lord do not want you to live?
To live what?
I mean, to live
With my
your talents?
No. I have studied. I have other talents. I have studied law. I'm eloquent. I live from that.
That's her consumption.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
sure,
my
that's a
conception.
personal choice.
So I don't have
It's a personal belief.
really the latitude to say anything about it.
All right, all right. That's great. So I have to thank
No,
you.
when I quit my church, listen, what I said.
Time is up. Try to
in
make
my
a long
ending,
story
okay, in my ending, when I quit my church and I go to another church, I will claim to be paid. I will not quit my church and go to work for another church because I know how hard and difficult to work for the church in a way of serving the Lord.
The Lord will pay you.
No.
Have you heard her?
Because every task I'm given when I go in church is form other singers, form other musicians, train them, train this. And when you're training, you get nothing. But people have gone to work. I had a friend of mine quit the church. He just left to Kenya. He was like, when we ended singing, he was like, we could sing and sing and sing and sing and sing and sing. The atmosphere comes and fills the church. Then everyone was like, oh my gosh, you did it better. Then when everyone left, she told me, Japhet, we're done. We sang for the church. Everyone was enjoying. We're still here yawning.
You are thirsty. You are hungry.
We're hungry. We have nowhere to go to eat. But everyone has been working the whole day, the whole week. He's been earning money for his family. They're going in their sports. They have food. And us, we're hungry. We're starving here. And people come to enjoy. They don't even have an idea of how we are living. But when they see us, when we say, oh, I'm sorry, we can sing, we will not go on the stage to sing. They ask why. They say, this guy has a pride. They will not know what's going on. They will not know what's going on. But this guy
The devil has entered his
Magic.
They will say, Jesus, we punish you guys. But they will not know what's going on inside of there, out of there. You're hungry. You're starving. And I will never forget the time I went to stage to sing. I sang until I wanted to vomit because I didn't sleep. I didn't eat the last night. I'll never forget. It was in 2018. I never forget the time. I went on the stage, sing, and people were motivated, really. They were, I mean, let me use the word blessed. I sang.
People were blessed.
People were blessed. I sang. But when I came on the stage, do you know the way I came from? I came out of the stage. I brought a guy I trained, replaced me in the songs. He continued. People didn't know what's going on. I went out to vomit. I vomited nothing. What? It was water. I vomited because I didn't eat.
Oh, sorry.
I was in first university.
Oh, sorry. So, anyway.
Then the doctor said, this guy, when they took me to the hospital, the doctor said, this guy, did you eat in the morning? I was like, no, I hadn't. What do you do for a living to make you this hard? I said, no, I do nothing. I'm just studying. And what did you do? Because I see, because we went to Hospital Militaire, I see your
lungs.
They have been working, they're tired. That pushes this phenomenon that is happening. What happens? So I sing, then she says, she was a lady, this cases always happen to singers. Did you sing without eating? Then the pastor, do you think they cared? I'm sorry.
Sorry. Anyway, so let me thank you, Brother Japhet, for your.
Kelly's laughing.
Yeah, she's very happy to listen to your testimony. She's quite happy. She enjoyed the hope. So anyway, let me thank you. Though we maybe extended a bit the time, and let me thank you for your sharing, for your time here. I hope you even come again when we invite you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I also want to thank Kelly for her presence in the studio as well. Thank you, Kelly, for
Thank you, Patrick.
your time.
It was a pleasure.
Okay, I want to also thank our viewers for always, being there for us. Stay connected. This is BNP TV. Ciao.